We really wanted to focus on a narrative story. I absolutely love storytelling, and we wanted to bring the audience on a journey.
We're telling it in a new and engaging and exciting way to get people into the theatre, to do a story that they know on a scale that they should expect a theatrical production should be. This is a tremendously wonderful opportunity for BTQ because it really is the first time in 87 years that we've been able to put on a production that is a new production, new choreography, new score.
In dance, it is actually quite rare to get that entirely new production, especially just from one company.
And I think it's really stepping up the journey and the history of BTQ.
Working with a composer has been the most amazing experience, and it made me think, why don't we do this all the time? We created the libretto, the storyline we wanted to tell, and then we went into each section and decided what's the feel of that scene.
I would go away and write frantically. I would send them to Claire. 9 times out of 10, she'd go, I love it, that's perfect, let's do it, that's fantastic.
We've got a 24-person choir with the voices of Bira Lee, so it is the largest scale production that we have ever done. Lucas would send me ideas and I would say, oh my God, I love that, or lean into the magical nature of that. It was a really collaborative experience. Go.
I'm very much an old school pen to paper first, so I will actually start with manuscript paper with a pencil sitting at the piano to go through that process. I like that meticulousness that I can work out the thematic material, what motifs go where. I really want to go, what's Snow White's tune? So something like... I wanted something very pure, very organic, so something that you can expand upon later. You can put it in another key, make it much more majestic when she matures. We were both about the acting and about the storytelling. That was first and foremost. Not dance for dance's sake and not music for music's sake.
So I want it to be like you're trying to escape and run. And then run.
This scene we're working on right now is our dark forest. Funny enough, the music I actually just finished only about 2 weeks ago, so the ink is still wet on this one.
Part of this new production is brand new sets and costumes. Costumes by our incredible costume designer and costumier Rebecca Ellis, and also sets by Bill Haycock. We have a scene in the ballet that I keep calling the Dark Forest, which is the dancers are wearing these black veils. So I really wanted the movement to sort of show that she was terrified and afraid. So these sort of trees that I'm saying, they're moving in, they're swiping in front of her. I wanted to bring the audience into like the danger of it and that she's fearing for her life. And I'd sort of said from the beginning, I wanted the choreography to be a little bit more modern, contemporary, because we were leaning into that dark side. I didn't want it to be purely classical. It's not a tutu ballet. A lot of the costumes are very A-line, and so I wanted the choreography to show that as well, so not just use pure classical movement. Her too. So you're like really serious because the Queen's asked you.
Far too happy, Holly. Far too happy. No smile. This is not a smiley show.
That kind of epic feeling should be experienced at the theatre, and especially if it's an audience member's first time. And sometimes certain ballets can be so classical and so traditional that it can be somewhat off-putting to go, oh, I'm not familiar with it, so I might be a fish out of water. And that's really what I've lent into. The fact that I have a 40-piece orchestra and the fact that I actually get to use a choir as well. When choir comes in, there's something very poignant about that.
This production of Snow White is the biggest thing that BTQ has ever done in our 87-year history. It's the sets, the costumes, the choreography, the 40-person orchestra, and we're super excited to share that with audiences. Give me a big cuddle, go, big squeeze, go. BTQ's season of Snow White is on sale now. We hope to see you at QPAC in January.
Who's the fairest of them all? It's Ballet Theatre Queensland's Snow White, coming to QPAC in January.